Mary.
Almost brings a tear to your eye to see that. I love it. I know it's beautiful, Father Fish.
It was amazing, wasn't it?
It is amazing.
Nola appreciates that too. She's here with us.
Does she love it?
Yeah, I had some videos of her when she was about 3 years old. In the just all over the place, but she had a grand time. Yeah, It was fun. It was great fun. Patricia said her little guy turned 5 yesterday, but was 6, so we're doing presents and cake today. Well, happy birthday to your little
birthday.
What is his
name? Oh, that's wonderful.
We want to say happy birthday to him. Who else? Michael Kinsey is here. Hi, Michael.
Michael.
Debbie Russell, Roman Chirac, Tam Shepard. Hi, Tam. Craig Doniger. Hey, Craig.
Tam.
James Green.
Mr. Jim.
And Nola Fox. Nola Fox is my 10-year-old granddaughter. We had a lovely lunch on Friday when she was down here. She's back in Maryland already. We talked about doing a children's Father Fish series of videos. So I'm consulting with Nola about that, and she has some friends who she has brought in on the conversation. So that'll be great.
Wonderful. Yes.
And she's also agreed to do a little intro for us.
Oh, Nola, that'll be wonderful.
Yeah, I look forward to getting that. That'll be great fun.
That really will be.
Yeah, it was delightful.
We're going to see the next generation of Father Fish with Nola, I believe.
I'll tell you what, this kid is going to be a star. She is amazing. She is amazing. Just
Nola, we can't wait. You just get up here, young lady.
Really? Hi, Dana. Well, Danny. Hi, Danny.
Excuse me.
Foxy's here. Hello, Foxy's face.
Roxanne. Did you watch Roxanne's did you watch her egg watch for 2021 and 2022?
I did.
Wasn't that great?
That was fabulous. I loved it.
That was absolutely so much fun. We had Egbert and Shelbert. They both hatched out. Lady Metalhead, hello.
Pretty cool. What was it? 12-hour streams?
Oh yeah. Oh, she went for a while. She went for like 48 hours straight, I think. She was delirious.
I'm sure.
Excuse me, I still sound like I got pneumonia, so I'm sorry if I sound like wheezy here.
Andrew wants to ask a question. Yes, Andrew. Go right ahead.
Please do. Al Wet Socks, how are you, my love?
Suanne.
Debbie Snake. Yes, Suanne. and is it Sue Ann and Dave? Grant, the Garden of Eden.
Sue Ann and Steve, yeah.
Yes.
So my granddaughter would love that. Well, I really want to be able to do it. I don't know how to do children's videos. I don't know what the rules are. I know you can't do with it. And then I know you cannot, or I guess you can include children, but they have to be children who you have a
right, like you
relationship with it, I guess. Or
that
something.
You're kind of like a guardian or a parent or whatever.
Whatever, I don't know. Yeah.
Right.
I don't know what the deal is exactly. So I want to do it and need to learn how. And Nola suggested stories, which I think is really an excellent approach to do it. Let's see. Here's Andrew. Does the father fish method of aquarium setup work? Basically, mud on the bottom, peat, then sand. Work without plants, or are plants key? Well, it's an interesting question. It does work without plants. However, if the reason you're not going to if the reason you're not putting plants in is because you have fish that will tear them up, there are some ways we can deal with that, depending on what the fish is. Now, if you have silver dollars, it ain't going to work. You're not going to have plants with silver dollars.
Bad silver dollars.
Bad silver dollar, right?
Bad silver dollar.
You're going to have apple snails, it ain't going to work because they're going to eat your plants. If, however, the issue is you have Oscars or some other fish that rips them up, we can deal with that. We can plant them deeper and use hardier, stronger leaf plants. So the answer is yes, the system works perfectly effectively without plants. But if you want to do plants and want to get around some of the problems that certain kinds of fish create, we can help you do that.
Right.
T-Bone. Hello, T-Bone.
You see, we have Al Wet Socks here. Always glad when he joins in.
Hello, Al. Nice to see you. Asking if Roxy got rested up. That was quite an ordeal you did.
And
there.
Roxanne has proven her nerdiness. She knows what she's talking about.
Yes.
She is officially a fish nerd.
Yes.
I hope to be that smart someday when I grow up.
You're getting there, Mary. You really are.
I'm getting there.
You know, I made a comment to Mary recently.
You did.
I said, watching what has happened with you over the last year and a half to 2 years is really remarkable, because I can remember when you were coming on with me back in the beginning, and
I don't know nothing.
Your mantra was, right, I don't know nothing. Right?
I don't know.
I'm just here to learn. I'm just here to learn. That's what you said. I'm just here to learn. And by God,
I'm here to learn.
You have.
I'm absorbing it like a sponge.
I have seen you support people and help people and give guidance to people these last few months. That's really been right on target. It's really impressive, and I'm very impressed with you and appreciate.
Well, thank you. That's what I'm learning from all you guys, whether it's from a video or just a comment or being in a live stream. Like, I read all the comments and I'm like, oh man, that made sense. Okay, I get it. So I appreciate you guys so much.
Hello, Misfit. Nice to see you.
Misfit.
Sue Ann and Steve, to say my granddaughter. Yeah, we need to do that. Nala, we need to do that. We really do. Lady Metalhead, Craig Doniger, Frank.
Love Lady Metalhead.
Yeah, Frank and I are going to go out fishing on Tuesday.
All right, Frank.
We'll try to get some videos. So I'm going to take we'll take my little GoPro.
Oh, that'd be cool.
We'll see if we can get
Frank,
some GoPro.
you better get out there, because I love watching Frank's videos. Frank knows what he's talking about, guys, when it comes to plants fish, natives, all that stuff. He's on it. He's really good. That's Father Fish's
That's true.
assistant. Oh,
Right.
there's the Scoutscaper Dubes. Hello.
Mr. Aquatic News is here, and you don't have a wrench. We need to turn
Yes, turn him blue.
Here we go.
Sorry if I missed a bunch of people. I was in Top Chat as usual, but I see you guys. Hello, hello, hello.
Hoo-ha.
Always glad to see you. Hope everybody hit the like.
Where did here Fishy go?
She's there. Hey, Shelby.
There she is. Hey, Shelby. How are you, baby? Nice to see you. So glad they got over being sick.
Phew, isn't that the truth?
Really?
Excuse me. I still haven't got over quite mine. I've had it for like 3 months now, and it's like I've got pneumonia. I can't get my
knock on wood.
Get my wind back.
I have not had a runny nose in 2 years, which is a little unusual, but I've been dosing all of the stuff you're supposed to dose. All of the vitamins, all of the just the whole thing. I've been doing all of it routinely, daily, every day. I take all the vitamins and all of the supplements, and I think it's kept me going. I really do. People dropping like flies all around me.
Oh, I know. It's scary. And then other ways you think, what in the world, man? Everybody's sick or something's happening, and I don't know. I'm just holding out and staying at home. Just staying out of the way of everything.
Debbie Russell, Father Fish, what does Java Fern, I don't know what she means by Windelove. Java Fern needs right.
Java Fern Windelove is the one that has like the little, it's like got little, got the little frillies on the end of it, like little fingers.
I get brown patches. Is it too much light or something else? Well, I wouldn't worry about the brown patches because Java Fern dies back and grows new. That's part of its growth cycle. Generally, you want to, here, the critical thing with any of the plants that draw nutrients from the water column. This is really important, and it's really important that you get this. Java Fern, all of the other epiphytes, all of the plants that draw their nutrients from the water column. Anubias, there are so many of them.
And would that include the mosses too, like Java moss and Christmas rickia, that kind of stuff?
All the floating plants, all of that.
Oh yeah, water lettuce, frogbit,
right?
Duckweed.
Frogbit, Salvinia. Frogbit will send roots down into the soil. They'll get long enough to root in the soil.
Oh, I didn't know that. I knew water lettuce got long, but frogbit will too.
Frogbit will too, yeah. Now, here's the thing. What you do not want to do, if you've got a deep substrate, and that's the caveat, if you have a deep substrate, what you do not want to do is add liquid fertilizer to the tank.
Right.
And you reason, okay? What you do want to do is add fish to the tank. You want the fish to be able to provide the nutrition for the epiphytes and the bromeliad type plants. All of the plants that are deriving nutrients from the water column, they are there to take up the nutrients that the fish are releasing into the water column. So if you want to have the tank genuinely balanced, you must have fish and or other animals like shrimp, snails,
any
of those kinds.
Snails,
catfish, whatever.
Right.
You have living animals in there. Crayfish will eat plants. So
Oh
I
boy,
tend to
will
be,
they?
I tend to be cautious about crayfish, but they will provide very adequate nutrition for the plants, and that includes the ferns, Java ferns. So don't feel like you've got to dump a bunch of liquid fertilizer in there because it will cause you trouble. It's not a
Oh
good
yeah.
thing to do. The plants will balance out with the nutrients that the fish are able to produce and release in the system. I'm trying to get this glare.
I know. I feel like I'm real bright tonight. I'm not in my place.
Yeah,
I've
but
got a different. I've
I've
got a
got
different take behind me. I want to. I want to explain myself because of that
yeah,
tank.
do.
See,
I want you to talk about
this is not a father fish tank. Do you see this? This is our typical tank we see sometimes before father fish comes into their life, and they've got gravel and just decorations and some plat. Well, that is a water sprite, and this over here is some I think it's rotala. I may be wrong. Y'all can
a
correct
couple
me.
of plants there.
But
Yeah.
it's a plant that came from father fish, and it's attached itself to a plastic plant. But anyway, Kevin from Kevin's Canines and Aquatics, and if you're watching Kevin, hello. He's going to have Blake's Aquatics tonight on his channel, by the way. But he sent me some carob sea sand. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to take Father Fish's advice. I'm going to scoot this gravel over. I'm going to put a layer of sand in, or a layer of sand, sorry, a layer of soil in, and probably some of his soil supplements that I have mixed up. And I'm going to put that in the bottom. I'm going to cover it back up with the gravel. I'm going to drain the tank too, drain it completely out, scoot the gravel over, put soil in, put the gravel back on top of the soil, not sand. Sorry, I keep saying it wrong. And then I'm going to cap it all with sand. I'm going to use that carob sea sand. Did I even make sense just then?
That was good. That was perfect.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, it was.
So this tank is going to get redone, but this is a 60-foot or a 60-gallon boat. So that's kind of a cool tank. It should make a beautiful planted tank. I've got some hardscape, I've got some cereal stone and some driftwood, sand, and I've got more plants that I got from Father Fish and from a few other people that I'm going to add to it. So I wish I could have done it on stream or after the stream, but it's going to take me a couple of days. We've been having tornadoes here, so I'll shut up now.
Well, you've had some terrible weather, haven't you?
Oh, we really have.
I'm trying to get back. I saw a couple of comments back here. Here we go. Garden of
Greg
Eater.
Broderick. Hey, Grant.
Garden of Eater's here. Nice to see you. Nice to have you with us. Let's see. Danny is suggesting you can do a deep substrate without the dirt. And that's true. You certainly can.
Mm-hmm. You can.
You're going to wind up with the dirt anyway. So you may as well do it and try to figure out what kind of plants you want to do. Now,
or using root tabs or something like that. So just put the dirt in there. That's what I think.
Just do it.
Just do it. Put some humus in there.
Right. Christina Whitaker says, sand at the bottom helped make cycle faster. When I added plants, I put some really good dirt in a patios bag deep in the sand next to the plant. Well, that's pretty cool, Christina. Yep. Certainly will work. That is a way to be able to get the dirt in there. What you want to do though is you want to make sure that it's either going to deteriorate, or once you got it down in there, stick a knife in to break the bag, so that the root. So because so you want the roots to be able to get into it.
Yeah,
so you
want to dig in there.
Break that bag.
Excuse me.
But that's a very
good idea,
Christina. Yeah.
I felt funny sitting in front of this tank though, because I know he's always fussing when it's gravel. But y'all, this is not my tank, but it's going to get redone by me, and I'm excited.
Andrew says, Father Fish, how would you set up a bare bottom tank? Andrew, the way I would set up a bare bottom tank is I would not put anything on the bottom of the tank.
Roxanne, I don't know where Alan Tooth is. We're going to have to text him. He better
He
get
was
in
on,
here.
yeah, he was on Friday. He did come up Friday. He's
Alan
got,
is my buddy.
he's
He's
got some
so funny.
brands that are doing really well. I don't know where your question is coming from, Andrew. Bare bottom tank. I do bare bottom tanks when I'm raising fry because it's simply easier, particularly if they're very tiny. Very tiny fry. It's simply easier to do that. Now, if I'm raising bettas, I don't do that. If I'm raising bettas, I use the oldest, dirtiest, grungiest tank I've got to breed them in because those babies, when they first start swimming, are totally dependent on microfauna.
Right.
They have to be able to eat microscopic food, and it's difficult to provide that. Microworms are small enough, but if you can provide a tank that has a lot of detritus in it, a really old tank with a lot of microscopic life in it, then those babies are going to do much, much better in the first week or so of their life. Hank, is that Big Tank Hank?
Big Tank Hank. Yes, that
Somebody,
is Jared.
is he Mr. Aquatic News said, "What's up, Hank?" I didn't
That
see.
is big tank. Wait a minute, you got
Is
to
that
put your
who's
muzzle in
there?
there.
Well,
Big Tank Hank.
welcome. Lady Metalhead, we dirted and planted our 200-gallon via your advice, and it looks just beautiful. Big tanks with a deep substrate and well planted are magnificent. I'm just send us pictures, Lady Metalhead. In fact,
Please.
if you will come over to Discord and post some pictures, we would love to give you oohs and ahs. So
Oohs and
whatever,
ahs.
do that.
That's when I'm missing some oohs and ahs. I hope I get some with this when I redo it with this.
Oh, I'm looking
Yes.
forward to it. That'll be
I
fun.
love this tank though. Is that a 60-gallon? Am I guessing correctly?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean,
yeah.
it looks like a 75 to me, but I don't know what.
It's a 4 foot, so it's
Yeah,
a 55 with a low front.
Well,
So that adds
right.
about another 10 gallons or so.
It's a nice tank.
Yeah, they're great tanks. Question of the evening from me and Wendy. Quarantine new
Hi,
fish yet?
Wendy.
And are there all natural homeopathic ways for deworming and healing scrapes and wounds? Two really good questions. The first one is quarantine, yes or no? It depends on where you're getting your fish from. If you're getting them from another hobbyist and you're confident about those fish, then you need not quarantine. For years and years and years, I never quarantined anything. In the last year or so, however, it's all changed. I don't know whether it's the effect of COVID on the transportation of fish. I don't know what it is, but I know fish are coming in now through the system. That is through the farmer, jobber, exporter, importer, wholesaler, retail chain that are sick. Not all of them, but a predominant number of them. And many of them come in with what I call hidden disease, things you can't see. There's nothing there. You put them in the tank, a week later, they're dropping like flies. So I think if any fish you buy from a store, quarantine, just no question. If you're buying fish from Lucas, you don't need to quarantine. Fish from, now a lot of people are getting in the habit of doing it anyway. And I think frankly, we've gotten there. We're to the point where it just makes more sense to do it because it's too easy to bring a problem into the tank. As I said, for years, it was not an issue. Now suddenly it's an issue. So I quarantine now. Didn't do it before. I do it now.
Yeah.
The issue of homeopathics. Yeah. Do you want to say something, Mary?
Oh, I was just saying that just shows what fish keeping is really about, is paying attention to your fish. Like what you said, it didn't happen in the past, but now you're seeing this stuff happen. So you're having to quarantine. You have to be very
That's,
diligent in watching what you're getting and what's happening. So
yep. Too coolie
I was
for
going
schooling.
hey, Too Cooley, hugs to you and everyone.
The issue of homeopathic for deworming and so forth. Yeah, there are a lot of things you can do. I like to use garlic. Salt
Mm-hmm.
is obviously very helpful for things like scrapes and wounds. Um, I have also used, I don't know if I have any here, um, little tubes of antibiotics. Here,
Yeah, you said you use Neosporin
Neosporin there,
topically.
right there. Put it right on the wound, right on directly on the wound. Use it topically. Works
Never tried it, but that's what he.
works brilliantly, and it's
Yes.
simple, it's cheap, it's effective. Let's see. The big muscle, Debbie. That's right. Well,
Jupiter
everyone,
one.
Sandy is lurking while making one.
Sounds good.
Really.
Sorry about the dogs. There's always dogs in the background.
503, Danny. Thank you. I'm feeling better, Danny. Got a little sleep. I think that's helpful.
Right.
I look 5
Danny.
years younger than I did a year ago. That's interesting.
I think I sent you some of Danny's songs too. Danny and Stevens.
Yeah, you did.
The parodies. Yeah, they are good.
I've got all of these songs on a list on my channel of
On the playlist.
poetry and music, and it's a lot of the Fish Fam songs.
So much fun.
These fish.
See, JN, I saw something else we missed a minute ago. There's a lot of good questions in the chat, actually. Well, it jumped on me, of course. I'm on my phone. Jupiter one, I can't wait for you to try a deep dirt tank. He's definitely on the bucket list. Just do it now. You don't have to wait to the bucket list. Just do it now. Oh, Andrew said, I found out that I had nematodes deep in the substrate. What does that mean? Have I done something wrong?
No, they're fine. It's not a problem. Nematodes, that's what microworms are. Well, they're referred to as nematodes. They're actually not nematodes. Nematodes are not a problem. They, in fact, tend to be a really good quality food. There are 1 or 2 species that are problematic. There are a few thousand species that are not a problem at all. So if you've got them in the deep substrate, they're working down there. Your little Cory cat is going to be thrilled when he finds one because it'll make a meal for him. ABC, Aquatic Biotope Creations, just finished setting up a 180. Followed your method, collecting mold, mud, and sand from an old rock quarry that is now a lake. Mixed the mud with organic topsoil, and I capped it with a couple of inches of sand. Probably you did 2 inches of dirt. You need 3 to 4 inches of sand on that. But that's great, ABC. You're going to be excited about it.
Uh-oh, sorry, my light is going out. There was another one from Debbie Russell. She said, Father Fish, we put 2 inches of dirt, 4 inches of sand, and a new 90-gallon as you instructed. How deeply should the plant roots be inserted into the sand? This is a good one.
Yeah, halfway. A little better than halfway if you need to. You know, in a brand new tank with a dirt layer, that dirt has to go through a process of chelation. Basically, it means that all of the elements in there are chemically active with each other, and they are essentially creating a lot of heat and a lot of turmoil. If you get roots down in that, they're going to be burned up. So you don't want to put the roots all the way down into that new dirt. Put them 2 inches into a 3-inch sand bed or whatever, halfway down. The roots will find the nutrition. This process does not go on long, a month or so, and it's worked out and everything is chelated, which means then that all of those elements have become available to the plants. And so they have worked their way through the process, through the chemical process of chelating and becoming healthy and available and accessible to the plant roots. So, but in a brand new tank, brand new dirted tank, don't push the roots down into the dirt. It'll kill them. Put them halfway down in the sand, a little more if you want, but let the root find the nutrition. Don't jam it. Don't jam it in its face.
Right. Let it get down there.
Right. Mr. Aquatic News. Will plants work with Oscars, green tear, and Jack Dempsey? Yes, they will. The problem with any of these Central American cichlids is that they're diggers, and some of them are inveterate diggers. But what I found, because you've got these big fish in a big tank, you can put a very deep layer of sand in there. Now, I've done it both ways. What I recommend if you're going to do this with big fish is put 6 to 8 inches of sand in and then let it go. You can put plants in it after a couple of months. Enough nutrition will have worked its way down in there through the fish waste to begin to feed those plants. Plant them deeply. And you can plant them in an area if you want, or kind of spread them out and put them everywhere. Typically what happens when you do that is they will dig in one spot. Or if they're going to tear up the plants, they will tear up one plant. You can do it, and you can do it successfully. You just got to kind of prepare yourself for what needs to happen.
Right.
Deep sand bed, very deep. You don't need to put soil into the bottom. You can put an inch in and then deep sand, and then plant plants in it deeply after a month or two. Give it a chance to kind of catch hold of itself and begin to provide some nutrition. And it'll work. It'll work fine.
Lady Metalhead, I've had that problem. She said she tried to share a photo in Discord. Apparently, I don't have permission. Sometimes, what is that? You just need somebody to... Oh,
yeah, we'll give you permission. Just hang in there.
Hang in there, Lady Metalhead.
Call us to your attention.
Right.
And we'll take care of you. Absolutely.
Somebody's being mean to you, Craig Doniger. I will not have that. Sorry, Father Fish.
What? Aqua Garden. Hey, Aqua Garden. Crab. T-Bone says crab. Foxy says snails. Airfixie says teams snail. Or team snail.
Team snail.
Team snail.
And Brian, Motor City Aquatics, came in. One of our other shrimp people. Elaine.
ABC. Oh, here we go. ABC added about 500 scuds, a bunch of pond snails, a bunch of leaf litter. Excited to see how it evolves. It's planted with hornwort and houses 2 bluegill and a pumpkin seed. Wow, pretty cool. Big tank. We get some more plants, a few more fish in there. And if you will put some larger fish in, they're not going to eat up all those scuds. You want to give the scuds a chance to get established. But with a deep leaf litter, they're not likely to They got all of them. That sounds fabulous. Really want to see some pictures, ABC. If you can get over to Discord and do some posting, would love to see it.
See, I'll put the Discord link up again. And Frank says he's got to leave. Frank, always a pleasure to see you. Happy New Year. Can't wait to see what you and Father Fish do in 2022.
That'll be fun. That'll be fun. Let's see.
See if I can get the Discord up here.
Foxy's
I feel
got a
so
lot
weird staying
lot
at
of
somebody
fish.
else's house. I feel strange. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just feel weird sitting here.
Elaine says every time I hear of a silver dollar, I think of the song. I know.
Bad silver dollar.
We all
Bad
play.
silver dollar. Cassie, we love you.
I need to play it.
While you play
Let's
it,
see
I got to run. I'm gonna hop off here for just a second while you play it. Not off, but I'll be right back.
What is this? I don't know what. So let's see if I can find it here. Here we go. There we go. We getting anything? Oh, it's not on yet. Guess I need to turn it on. Here we go.
You're a mean one. You really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a sea urchin. You're as charming as an eel. It's a silver dollar. You're a bad banana. You have angels in your smile. You have all the sweetness of a sea crocodile. Mr. Silver Dollar, you're a foul one. Friends, they're a wolf pack. I wouldn't touch you with a 39.5-foot net. You're a monster. Your heart's an empty hole. You got garlic. You got garlic in your soul. All the fins, I shredded them. All them angel fish, I took them down. You can ask Father Fish, I don't play around. Ew, who's this mean fishy with his scales all silver and his eyes all black? You're a monster. Your heart's an empty hole. You got garlic. You got garlic in your soul. All the fins, I shredded them. All them angel fish, I took them down. You can ask Father Fish, I don't play around. Ew, who's this mean fishy with his scales all silver and his eyes all black? La la la, what you so mean for? Halloween coming around and we ain't knocking at your door. Bad silver dollar. 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 Bad silver dollar.
Sponsored by Chevy Fish. I love it. I love it.
Ah, mercy.
Howard. Somebody, who was that just asking that? Andrew was just talking about the Whisper Filter Company. Who was that by? They sold them at Walmart and everywhere. Just the Whisper hang on backs, that kind of thing.
Aquarium, I think.
Aquarium. No, wait. Tetra?
No.
Tetra Whisper?
Oh, yeah, I guess. Well, they're all owned by the same company.
Right.
Central Pet owns all of them. They even own PetSmart.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which is why when they sell a tank on their $1 a gallon sale, they own the manufacturer. So they're able to put that tank in there for $1 a gallon.
Yeah.
Whereas if you buy from them as a wholesaler, it costs $2 a gallon.
Oh, really?
So they're selling below wholesale. I think it's probably illegal, but they're a multinational, which is probably why they can get away with it.
Right.
Out tonight, I discovered a leak in my CO2 system. Remember to check everything out once in a while. If you got a deep substrate, you don't need CO2 because a deep substrate produces more carbon dioxide than a mechanical system can. There's upwards of 10 times more CO2 in a deep substrate, in the substrate where the plants need it, than there is in the water column where they can't, most of them cannot access it. So CO2 injection, it works really effectively for plants that take their nutrition out of the water column. It's substantially less effective for rooted plants, whereas a deep substrate is vastly more effective for rooted plants. Mary, says Greg.
Hello.
Greg saying Bell's being mean to me. Who's being mean to me?
I know. I saw that earlier. We can't have that. Everybody be nice.
When I accidentally killed my detritus worms in my first big tank, it started a cascade. Now I've got so many, the vet has eaten them out of the duckweed and are in heaven. Yeah, it's really true. The whole issue of a cascade catastrophe is something every fish keeper at some point has happened to them. Sometimes it starts with one fish dying and being left in the tank. If it's a particularly big fish and it's a fairly new tank, it'll create a bacterial bloom that will burn off the oxygen, and that's where you get the cascade effect of fish after fish after fish dying. What's curious is when you have a cascade effect, is invariably one fish left that doesn't die.
Right.
Unless the whole thing gets so foul that nothing can live in it. But typically, if you catch it at some point before it's gone totally disastrous, there'll be one fish left that survives. Kind of remarkable.
Hey, Zebra Pleco fans. And T-Bone, yes, I've heard from Cassie B. We talk just about every day, and we're going to try to do something together here soon. This dog has knocked my camera all over the place. I'm dog sitting too, not only house sitting, but dog sitting. Aquarium, dog, cat, and house sitting. It's always a single neon tetra, right, Danny? Sorry, Butterfish.
Let's see.
Right.
Yeah, Craig said I got rid of my daughter. They used to get out every time I turn the lights on. They're murderous too. I mean, she wrote that song following an event at the Fatherfish Aquarium where 10 large angels and 10 large silver dollars had been living together in peace and harmony for months. All of a sudden, one morning, The angels are chewed up. Totally.
Gone.
It's like
Gone.
a batch of piranhas attacked them. They were everyone. I think I managed to get 2 or 3 of them out before they were totally destroyed. But the rest of them were killed. And it happened suddenly. It happened early one morning where the silver dollars just, I guess one of them started it and the rest followed suit. Piranha,
Goodness.
they are a type of piranha. Silver dollar is a piranha. It's related to the piranha. Yeah. And they certainly proved their piranha personalities that day. So having heard that story, Cassie B wrote that song.
I remember that morning because we came up to go on stream beforehand, and Father Fish was like, "Man, my angelfish tank is gone." And he told me about it. I'm not laughing about it, but it was bad.
It was amazing. Never saw anything like that.
There's ADHD and Mad Cypress. I've missed a lot of hellos. I'm sorry. I always do, but I see you guys.
Jupiter 1. How great
1.
is it that Lucas is coming to Florida? Well, we're hoping so. They're waiting to get a final approval.
Oh man, is he going to be anywhere near you?
He'll be about an hour south of me.
Oh, that's near you.
He'll be in Fort Myers, so yeah, close enough.
All right. That's pretty awesome.
Let's see, Sunset Jen, I'm watering my garden and realized I have mulch on top of all the pots. It's a bit like sand on top of soil in tanks. Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it? There's probably leaves that have fallen in. Oh, guess who's here? Where'd she go? Well, here, Fishy. Come back up
Shelby.
here, girl. Shelby,
get
back
up here,
up.
Shelby.
She was here and dropped off.
She'll be back. Come on back.
I probably missed her. She probably was sitting there for an hour. I don't look at that screen often.
I didn't hear it come up till just then. I heard the little beep. You can hear it from our end.
Yeah. Come on up, Shelby. I want to talk to you. Jupiter 1. What's happening?
Oh, Jupiter 1.
There she is. What are we looking at?
Hi there.
Hey, Shelby.
Hi, Mary. How are you?
Doing good. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. I like hearing the dogs bark in the background. Don't apologize. It's fun. You're just like,
Okay.
Where's that dog coming from?
Oh, what do you got there? Some jewelry?
There's one in there. This is my Misfit Cichlid tank. I told Father Fish I was going to put all the guys that weren't, getting along or working out in other tanks in here.
Mm-hmm.
So besides 2 Congo tetras and a Molly, there's a female Crebensis, a Julie, and there's 2 Bishardi in there too. I had to get them out of the way of the shell dwellers. Look at them hiding back there.
I think
the stream doesn't show the color.
It's Lattice.
I love the Juliachromis.
No, you got those.
Oh, they're bullies.
Do you have Julie's in another tank? Was that just the one you pulled out?
No, this is a tank. Here he is. There's one down here.
Oh, all right.
They cannot.
How many are in there? Oh, really?
I had 6, and now I just have these 2 that, they used to live over here, and I put too many cichlids in here. This is a species-only tank now. But I wanted to show how, in the species-only, it's a shell dweller. I think it's called Kagome or something.
Okay.
They stay they're kind of on the bottom, like mud skippers.
Right.
And there's 8 of them in there. So I'm hoping they're going to have babies as they get older. As long as I'm worried about territory. Like, this is a 40 breeder with 8 of them. I don't know if that's enough.
Should be fine.
We'll see, I guess. Okay. So I wanted to say putting all the cichlids that weren't working out in here is working out. I mean, even the first day they sorted everything out. So I got lucky, I guess. But
I have 3 questions, if I could get through them real quickly, since I don't get to actually show off my, and ask questions on Friday. This is my show and tell time. So I had a question about, you said you had vampire crabs before?
I had what?
Vampire crabs back in the day. The
I
little
have had
freshwater
them, yeah,
terrestrial
a
crabs.
long time ago, right? Yeah.
And just that you know about crabs. This tank is exploding in little babies.
Maybe. Yeah.
But also,
Okay.
my best looking guy in here, let me see if I can get it open and show you. He's missing an eye. There he is. So I'm wondering if territory is a problem in here, and if I need to make a bunch more vampire crab tanks. Okay.
I would not worry.
Because there seems to be a lot of adults. Yeah. I'm gonna start draining tanks and make more room for these guys then, because they're having so many babies and they're really full.
Well,
so
you need to find a market for them.
That is too
I'm working on it. That's my thing. Like, people got so excited about little red shrimp. I don't see why these things can explode. Yeah.
Right.
So down here is where I'm pulling the babies into for now. And like Father Fish said, see, they like this dirt and kind of like a bark forest floor I get from a design store. I have the babies in here with just sand because they're so tiny that I'll lose them until I get them situated. Look how little they are. Look at that duckweed, and look at those crabs running around.
That is so cute.
So there's about 20 or 30 of them in here.
Wow.
Let's see if we can find guys moving around. Yeah, there we go. There's some little guys. I mean, so to catch them, I don't want to hurt them, so I'm using a brine shrimp net and those old rubber-coated baby spoons. So I just kind of scoot them into there, plop them down.
Wow.
So over here I have a grow out from the last babies. This is just a little 2 gallon or something. So I'm going to have to get these guys bigger place too, because look how big they've grown.
Oh, you've got the crabs.
So I'm going to have to make a lot more territory, I think. Yeah?
That is so cool.
I told you, I can't get enough crabs.
See, that is
so that was my question is, that was my question with the crabs is, do you think that it's a territory thing now with the adults? So I'm going to give them all more room.
I'm sure.
My second question was, I just have this plant or this tank down here waiting for something to need room. There's a couple cool meteorites in there I'm trying to breed. But I'm not sure what this plant is, and it doesn't like it down here. Maybe I'll have to go to Discord with it, or if somebody can identify it.
It looks like a sword plant.
Hey, Alex, the niece has a good idea, Shelby. He said, try using a makeup brush for scooting them around here, Fishy, for scooting your crabs around.
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of a good idea. One of those little fan brushes. That would be good. Oh, and thank you, Thomas Hines.
Oh, yeah, and I
think it's a sword plant, Shelby.
Yeah, that's a great idea. A sword, that makes sense. So it's in this 20 gallon with this light. Is there anything that sticks out to you about why it's not happy in there, and where I could put it in a different kind of tank?
No, I think the snails are
probably. Is it not like hard water?
No, I think it's the snails are chewing up the leaves.
Okay.
Snails.
Yeah, there's some ram's horns right there, and some bladder snails.
Yeah, bladders.
Yeah, they don't. They don't look
guilty.
You're right. But the bladders will. Some people say they don't, but they do.
Okay. I was trying to spot one of these neorites for you, and I don't see them. They're the King Koopa, like Mario from.
Are you still there?
Did she? Oh no, she's still there.
Okay. Audio's breaking up a little bit, so I'm going to come back on the rewatch for your answer. One more question. So sorry to take up too much time here, but
Oh, you're
about
fine.
my air system. um, now, Lucas encourages pulling air. So I'm worried about setting up this big air system. Everything's planted, everything's deep and seasoned. Do I need to run air to this room, or can I just pull it? That's my big question. So I know that's a big one, and I'll let you answer, Father Fish. What do you think?
You mean, are you talking about air conditioning?
No, I'm
Running
talking
air
about
to the
running air
tanks.
lines to my fish room,
Yeah.
period. Like the way Lucas pulls it all, why am I going to go through this giant job and PVC is 4 times its normal price? Do I need air?
It depends how you keep your fish. It you can certainly do without it. You'll need to compensate for water movement.
Okay.
You may have a tank. You may have a tank where you need to put a small pump in it to move the water. But tanks
Okay.
like that are fine.
But maybe not all the tanks.
You don't need it there, obviously.
Even with so there's a filter in the back. Now I have everything crammed into my fish room, so I'm sorry you can't see the whole tank, but there's bubbles coming off this plant on its own right there. See it?
Yeah, I do. Okay.
That's just coming from the plant.
Right. Do you have water
okay.
movement?
So I can maybe. In this one I do. There's a sponge filter back there, but
Okay.
if I don't need it. But this is kind of more of a heavy tank with these bigger guys. See, these are big fish for me.
Yeah, you've got little
I just wondered
fish.
if I need to go through the big hassle.
No, I don't think you need to. If you get bigger
We'll
fish,
try it
you're
without
going to.
then. And
Yeah. Yeah, I would. If you run into a problem, you can always use a little pump with a single sponge filter.
Okay.
Like you do.
Well, thank you.
Like you're doing
These
now.
are gonna be my biggest fish. These Sven's Earth Eaters. So I moved them into my 55, but and they're gonna have to move eventually if they work out because they're gonna get so big. But for now, everybody's happy. These are puppy dogs.
Yeah. You're certainly
All
not.
right. Well, thanks for answering my questions.
You bet. Nice to see you.
I'll see you guys on the chat side.
Okay, see you.
All
You
right,
bet.
Shelby.
Bye-bye.
Thank you,
Okay,
Shelby.
ADHD. Yeah, let me get Mary back up here. ADHD. We do need to try to get together. We'll see if we can work something out. Maybe meet halfway or something. She's going to be in Florida in March, but going to be 6 hours away.
That's going to be awesome.
We'll try to get together.
Hey, before we go, can I ask a question? Okay, this aquarium, as you see, has the old school lighting on it. It has the fluorescent lights, which I have not done a planted tank with old school fluorescent lights. I've got some of your Vallisneria. I've got the water sprite. Are there any plants or what would be the best plants to use with this instead of LED lighting, having these fluorescent bulbs? Is that going to be a problem? Okay, it doesn't matter.
How many watts is that? Do you know?
No, I do not. I'll have to check. I have to let you know. I just know it's like the standard lighting that came with this.
Probably 40 watts.
Yeah.
How many bulbs are there?
Hold on, I'll
One
look.
bulb or more?
I think it's just one. No, it's two.
So 80 watts on a 50-gallon. That's nearly 2 watts per gallon, which is what you need. That'll support.
Yeah.
That'll support any plants you put in there.
Okay.
Here,
Good deal.
Andrew's really into it here. It says, I understand many aquarium shops in the U.S., especially in Florida, sell wild fish. Is this detrimental to natural fish populations and the environment? Two things there. Number one, it is extremely rare for an aquarium to sell wild caught fish in their shop that have not gone through the supply chain. Patricia is here. Let me get her up. I want to get back to Andrew. Hey, Patricia.
Hey, I just thought I'd show
Hey,
you the
Patricia.
Christmas present my kids got me.
Oh, wow.
Oh, hello. Wow.
That looks great. Look at the bamboo. I love it.
I got
Oh,
that
how
$1 a piece of loaves,
Oh, wow.
and it's fall.
Oh.
$1 a piece?
Oh,
How
that's
do you
great.
spell it?
You're
And I
going to
got
need a
seven-
light on your ceiling. You need a
Yeah.
light.
$7 right there?
Huh?
And I moved my bed in here.
Nice.
Oh, we've got twins, Patricia. I've got
Aw.
one like that, and I love him. That is
I've
beautiful.
seen them on your channel.
Yes, they are beautiful. I love
Yeah.
the tank.
Oh,
Thanks.
that's so
Excellent.
yeah.
Hey, I need to say
Oh, okay. Say hi.
hi.
Well,
Hello,
hello.
how are you?
This is my outfit.
Oh, he said to look at his outfit. He just opened his birthday presents.
Oh,
Well,
how
happy
nice.
birthday.
Yes, happy birthday.
Tell him how old you are.
I'm 5 years old.
Yep.
5 years
Well,
old.
5
You're
years old.
A big boy.
A big boy.
I'm
You
a
like
baby
these
Yeah,
tanks?
he's quite the musician, so he had been up there playing with his new microphone.
Oh,
Ah,
everybody's
He plays
loving it,
with-
Patricia.
He plays the keyboard by ear.
Wow,
Really?
that is cool.
Yeah. Any song he likes, he figures it out and he starts playing.
oh, that's too cool.
Oh, and what is his name?
Quintrell.
Quintrell?
Yep.
Oh, well, happy birthday.
Happy
And I
birthday.
love,
Happy birthday.
yes, happy birthday.
Yes, nice to see you.
Oh, the
So
aquarium
you guys
looks
have a
great.
great new year. I just wanted to
You
show you
too.
what I got.
Thank you, Patricia. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
dear.
See,
Bye bye.
see you guys, how y'all can plant the bamboo in there. That is so cool. That looks great. Thanks, Patricia. And happy birthday, Quintrell. I hope I said that right.
Let me get back to Andrew here a minute.
Hey, Stephen. I sent Father Fish yours and Danny's parody videos of your music.
It's all right.
Stephen just came in.
Okay, Andrew, let's dig into this a little. There is a program called Piaba.
Oh, yeah.
Piaba is a program that supplies wild caught fish and
Is it Project?
it practices sustainable collecting. It's located in the Amazon, and it provides support for about 100 families that are collecting wild caught fish like neons and cardinals and others in the Amazon. There are local fish here in Florida, many of which are not natives but are invasive species. One of which is the common plecostomus. Every single common plecostomus that is sold, and there are millions and millions every year, are caught wild in Florida, all over Florida. They're caught as egg masses. They're hatched out by the farmers, and they sell them out through the rest of the year. That's a sustainable harvest of invasive species. There are no freshwater species of fish that are endangered or threatened that are sold in the hobby. None. There are a very few species of fish that are potentially wild caught, but the reality is they are farm raised because it's so much easier to raise 100,000 fish in a pond than to go out in the wild and try to collect 100,000 fish. So there's no economy of scale to it. It doesn't work. if there's a species of fish that's popular, that's a native species, it's bred in captivity and produces far more than could otherwise be caught in the wild. So there are a couple of ways of responding to your question, Andrew. What else?
What else? I think I dropped the link for Project Piabla and also for the guy who was on Alex's stream, Dr. Anthony. I can't remember his last name, I'm sorry. But the Amazon Research Center, I dropped that link also. I hope that's okay. And there is Chris Stubbings. Hello, Chris. How are you?
Chris Trapp is here.
We do need, Shelby said we need Pleco deep fried fritters. Oh,
Listen,
that's like garballs.
I have a plan. You know, these buggers get a couple of feet long.
Oh, yeah.
Here's Lady Metalhead is here.
Thank you, Chris Trapp.
Oh, look at this. Somebody got a new...
Hey, Lady Metalhead. How are you?
So this is the cube.
I love it.
We added the dirt and the sand over the weekend. I just wanted to pop in and show you guys.
All right.
All right. Oh, I love the cube aquariums.
It's finally ready for discus, thank goodness.
Yes. Did y'all make your cabinet around it? Did you DIY it? It looks great.
We actually did DIY that. Yeah.
I love that.
We built and painted and added all of that, and it was a pain, but it was worth it.
But it looks great. Yes.
Looks great.
Thank
you.
Yeah, that was all recycled wood that we had just sitting around, and we made a use for it.
Good job.
Well, that'll be fun. That'll be fun. Mm-hmm. It's a great discus tank.
Yeah, we're hoping so.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Now, who are y'all going to get your discus from?
Discus Hans.
Oh, yeah. And speaking of discus, there's Tammy, Discus Talk. How are you? She says wonderful.
Hi, Tammy.
Thomas Hines. All kind of good people. They're loving it, Lady Metalhead. Beautiful.
Nice.
Good.
That's going to be great.
Yeah, it's been an adventure, but it's been worth it.
I'll bet. Make sure you get your parameters right from Hans. I've had his fish, and maintaining his parameters is really critical.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah, no, we know. And that's why there's no fish in here yet, because the parameters aren't where they need to be yet. So we're definitely taking our time.
Take your time. Very good.
That'll be exciting. Yeah, try to get some more plants in there too. That'll help. It'll help to balance.
Thank you, Alex.
Looks
Funny
great.
you mentioned.
I love it.
Thank you. Yeah, I actually just ordered some more plants from Aquarium Co-op that should be here later this week for this tank. So,
all right.
Yeah, we're ready.
I really appreciate you doing a deep substrate in there. Not many people are doing that, and I found it works brilliantly. So I don't think you'll have a problem at all. It should work well.
Yeah, that was one of the things. Initially, it was just sand, and then we were like, oh, we're going to try dirted. So it's deeper than we anticipated, but we do love it. So.
You'll love it even more.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it works. It works really, really well.
Yeah,
I'm excited for y'all.
We're excited too. We're over just looking at a tank with plants and water.
I know. I do that. I like just sit in front of it and look at it. And I'm like, I can't wait. I can't wait.
Yep.
Really.
Yep.
Well, good luck. Keep us posted. Post some pictures. Post some pictures on Discord if you can get over there and do it.
Oh yeah. Definitely. And then Metalhead is doing updates on this periodically as well. So, I mean, people have updates for sure.
Wonderful. Appreciate it.
It's wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Y'all did a great job on that.
Thank you.
You have a good night. Happy New Year.
Bye, guys.
She is doing fantastic with her live streaming. Craig Doniger, hang on, I'm looking. He says, "How can I get your mug with?" Wait a minute. How can I get me a mug with your mug on it? So we got to go to Father Fish's website. I'll get it posted for you. And is that how we do it, Father Fish? Your website, right?
I don't know if we got it listed. Do we have it listed? I'm not sure I do.
Or is it on your store? Hold on. No, I think it's on your website.
I don't know. I think
To
it's
get
on
your
the
okay. Hold on, I'll post that for you. And somebody else that came in, Thomas Hines. Oh, I don't know. He said, "Is that a glass or a plexiglass tank?" Lady Metalhead.
It was glass.
That was glass. Okay. Are there any particular lights you recommend for aquariums? Do you think LED lights are good for human and animal health? That's from John Knox.
Absolutely.
Yes. Changed my whole hobby.
Yeah.
Even though I don't have LEDs behind me right now, I believe in LEDs. And so will this person as soon as I get done with it.
Christina, Chris Trapp. I put sand on my tank with cat litter and red clay, Pebble Beach in with a slow under gravel. The sand worked so well I have no idea when my canister quit and is a heavy load tank. Don't understand all that. Sounds complicated.
Well, I guess she used the kitty litter instead of the soil on the base.
Andrew said, when I reference wild caught, I was thinking of Jack Watley, who brings in wild discus.
I'll find it. Here's the website.
Well, there are all kinds of safeguards that are in place to ensure that none of these fish are caught in such a way as to substantially diminish the population. The greater problem than collecting fish is environmental destruction. Far more fish are killed from their native habitat being destroyed than are taken out of the wild by the trade.
This dog, sorry.
Chris says magic. Absolutely is.
Here's Father Fish's website for you, Craig Doniger, and anybody. You can just send him a message.
Yeah, Fatherfish at fatherfish.net. Fatherfish at fatherfish.net. Just send me an email. I'm going to be doing some mailings tomorrow. I've got people who have, I need to mention this. People who are buying the supplement. There was a request for a soft water supplement that has no carbonates in it. So I'm putting together a soft water supplement for people who are maintaining soft water tanks. It has no carbonates in it and nothing that's going to cause the water to become hard or
that's
alcohol.
Interesting.
So it'll be a soft water supplement for your dirted tank.
So they can contact you on the website for that?
Absolutely. Or send me an email, fatherfish at fatherfish.net. Craig, if you want to simply send...
he's in Australia, I think.
Is he?
I think so, yes.
I can try shipping it. It's going to be enormously expensive to ship.
I think I make it so expensive.
Like I shipped a little tiny box to Canada of some dirt supplement. It was $28. Wow. It would have cost $6 to ship it stateside. Just to cross that border was $22. It'll be $40 shipping to get it to Australia. I'll look into it. So it's going to run you $75 to get a mug.
Oh goodness.
It'd
Sorry,
be
the
cheap.
dogs.
You know what we could do on that? I could maybe have one sent to you by who do I have make them? Can't think. Vistaprint. Vistaprint some for me.
Vistaprint. Okay.
I could maybe get them to send you one if I change the address and put an order. Let me look into that. That might be a way to do this.
That might work.
Let me check it. I'll see if I see what I can do. It'd be a lot cheaper that way if we can do it. John's saying, are there any particular lights you recommend for your aquariums? Yeah, you had raised this earlier, Mary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like LED. I've got LED on everything here. Roman.
I've even tried like the inexpensive lights. You can get, LED lights at one of your hardware stores. But we were talking about the Hydra lights. That's a great inexpensive Amazon brand light that you can find really easily that has general settings, red, white, and blue lights. It even has timers on them. I mean, they've got everything. And then I've also used what was the other one, Mingdak lights. But so far, any of those type of brands of lights, they really work good. They really will help your plants grow. It makes it very simple. Yes, saves on power too, Craig.
Fish Tropic. I want a father. May I have another fish hoodie? Don't know what you're talking about, but sure. We'll make it happen.
I've got a link for like Hydra lights if anybody wants that particular light that may actually, I'm not sure yet, but could help Father Fish and I don't know, but I do have a link for their website if you'd like me to post that, Father Fish.
Sure.
For Hydra? Okay.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Okay.
Do they sell direct?
They do sell direct, and well, I think they do sell direct, but they also have it on Amazon too. Let me see what it says here. Hold on. While you talk, I'll try to find that.
Yeah, ADHD had an interesting comment. I think she's right. Sounds like an anoxic system.
Oh yeah.
Who was it? I got to go back too far now. Oh, Christina was talking about it.
Here we go. Here's the link.
Sunset Jen saying the same thing. It might work. I might have to order more than one. Probably not, though. They'll do one. Let me check on that. If we can do it, that'd be wonderful.
Merlin. This is Merlin that's walking around me here. He's a Dalmatian Australian Shepherd mix, and he is really a pain in the rear end, but he's a baby puppy. Go on. I'm always getting attacked. Quit. Now stop.
All right. We cheap LED here, Fishy said. There is a recommendation. I have to go back over and find it on Discord. One of our hobbyists over there is buying lamps for under $10 that LEDs that are really powerful and using them as a suspended light over a standard size tank like a 20 or a 25 or whatever. And they're working real well.
Oh, that's good. It's amazing what LED lights have really done. So much easier. Okay, there we go. All right.
Trap, when receiving ship, Corey, do you ever lose any toxin? No, I don't. And I know what you're talking about. And I know it's been tested. And I know it happens. I've never I have had it happen. I had it happen one time when I was bagging fish. And I put one in a bag, put the other one in, went to catch the third one. And by the time I put that one in, the first two were dead. So, yeah, it happens. I think you have to really put the fish under a lot of stress. I've not had it happen with anything that has been shipped to me or anything I've shipped out. I think it's just, I think there needs to be stress for that toxin to be released.
Yeah. I've heard about that. I've never had any problems myself, but I've heard about it. Nice, Craig.
Too coolie for schoolie is calling for a rant. I've been trying to be good. Oh, yeah.
Right,
Thomas
too
is
coolie.
Tiger lights are dimmable, have built-in timers, but only
They
on
only
for 6 hours. They can be controlled by a plug-in timer, though.
right,
It's
Thomas.
pretty cool. Nice.
Let's see, Debbie Russell, Mary Paige. If I click on the StreamYard link, oh, do you want to come up, Debbie? Yes, you just click onto that StreamYard link, and it will also say Enter Studio, and then Father Fish will get a notification, and you can come up if it's okay with him. I'm sure it is.
Not sure. Chris Trapp is saying,
Fanaticals?
Chris is saying some have suggested scaring them before bagging. I think that's exactly right. I
I
think if
wondered
they,
about that.
yeah, they got to be stressed out for it to happen. Yeah, too coolly. Someone brought up plenums. I didn't see it, or I might have gotten triggered. You, you never know.
I'm being attacked. This dog quit. Everywhere I go. Go on, Merlin.
Andrew, I don't see people aging water in the sun anymore instead of using chemicals. Is aging water in the sun no good? No, it's perfectly fine. The problem is not that. The problem is chloramines. The problem is that too many municipal suppliers are putting both ammonia and chlorine in, and it's creating a bonded molecule that does not dissipate. It remains a liquid and it stays in the water until you break the bond of that molecule, which releases the chlorine. The ammonia stays in the water. You still got to get the ammonia out. So don't want to trigger Father Fish on my first live stream, Thomas is saying.
When he goes on a rant, it's over.
We've got a live stream coming up on Discord at 7:30.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't need to start it. It's already else.
Okay.
But we want to get
Oh,
over
I didn't
there.
know that. Let me put on Discord's link, and I guess we can come over there and join you.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. I never get over there, and I don't like it. So, I mean, I do like Discord. I don't like that I don't get over there.
Yeah, chlorine does not outgas at all. It remains a liquid until the molecule is disintegrated.
Okay.
And it takes extra sodium thiosulfate or whatever your chlorine remover is to break that bond. Part of the fun, too, Scully says.
Right.
Andrew says that invite doesn't work. Let me get.
Oh, it doesn't? Okay. Let me
I'll get a new one. Let me do it real quick here.
Here's one I just had, if it works. But now let's see.
Here's a Discord link. Click on that. That'll get you there. Mary's got an older one.
Yeah, that's an older one. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It still claims to accept invite, but 72 online and 602 members. That's awesome. I'm going to accept it. I'm going to go on over there. How about that?
What do you? Right now.
I'm going to accept that invite right now.
All right.
So what are we doing? You said there's a live stream that's coming up?
Yes. If
Okay.
you go to the
Events.
top of the left-hand column, you'll see an invite.
Okay.
Just click on that, and it'll take you right there. Or go to the bottom on the left-hand side, and what is going on? Oh, here we are. And that'll take you there. It says Fish Chat. Click on
Yes.
Fish.
There we go. On the food web? Oh, wait. No, that's an old video.
No, all the way to the
What
bottom.
did I go to? I see it now.
It says it's a voice channel.
Okay. All right. Well, we better let you get off so I can get over there.
All right. We're gonna run away. See you in the morning. I'll be here 9 o'clock in the morning. God bless you all.